There are some connections in life that are not random. They are not coincidences. They are divine appointments. Over and over, God may allow this person to cross your path, stir your spirit, or even appear in your thoughts, not to confuse you, but to confirm what He has already settled in heaven. And the rib, which the Lord God had taken from man, made He a woman, and brought her unto the man. Genesis 2:22. Do you see that? God Himself brought Eve to Adam, and Adam recognized her immediately as the one designed for him. In the same way, when the Lord is highlighting a spouse to you, He gives confirmation again and again until your heart aligns with His will. It may come through repeated dreams. It may come through divine encounters. It may even come through the peace that won't leave you when you think of this person. And God is saying, this will not stop until you surrender and say yes to what I have already ordained. Whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing, and obtaineth favor of the Lord. Proverbs 18:22. But understand this, God's design for marriage is holy. It is not about impulse or emotion alone. It is about covenant. It is about two people becoming one under His authority. That is why He keeps confirming, so you do not miss what He has purposed. Think of Isaac and Rebekah. Abraham's servant prayed for guidance, and God confirmed Rebekah not once, but through multiple signs until the matter was undeniable. And I, being in the way, the Lord led me. Genesis 24:27. That's what God is doing in your life. He is leading, confirming, and repeating the signs so that you won't dismiss them as chance. So, the Lord is saying, accept this person. Stop doubting. Stop resisting. This is my will for your life. And until you agree, until you trust Him fully, the confirmations will keep coming, because He is faithful to guide you into His best. He hath made everything beautiful in His time. Ecclesiastes 3:11. So take heart. Pray for discernment. And when the peace of God rules in your spirit, accept what He is showing you. Because marriage is not just about companionship. It is about destiny. And God is making sure you don't miss it.
Have you ever been drawn to someone for no apparent reason? Maybe you don't know much about them, but you can't help but feel an intense attraction to them. This is what's known as unexplainable attraction, and it can be a strong indicator that you've met the right person. Unexplainable attraction is often based on subconscious signals that we pick up from each other. It could be the way they move, the sound of their voice, or even their energy. Whatever it is, it's something that we can't quite put our finger on, but we know it's there. When you experience unexplainable attraction, it's important to pay attention to it. While it may not make logical sense, it could be a sign that this person is meant to be in your life in some way. Number 3, shared sense of humor. Laughter is a powerful tool that can bring people together in a way that few other things can. When you meet someone who shares your sense of humor, it can create a bond that is difficult to break. You may find that you're able to make each other laugh in a way that you've never been able to do with anyone else. Laughter is a universal language that can bring people together in a powerful way. When you meet the right person, you may find that you share a similar sense of humor. You may find yourself laughing at the same jokes, or finding humor in the same situations. A shared sense of humor is often based on shared experiences or cultural references. When you meet someone who grew up in the same era as you, or has similar interests, you may find that you're able to make each other laugh with just a look or a gesture. This type of connection is important because it allows you to let your guard down and be yourself. When you're able to laugh with someone, it creates a sense of comfort and trust that can lead to a deeper connection. Number 4, intuitive understanding. Have you ever been in a conversation with someone and felt like they just get you? They seem to know exactly what you're thinking or feeling, even before you say it. This is what's known as intuitive understanding, and it's a powerful connection that can be difficult to explain. Intuitive understanding is often based on nonverbal cues that we pick up from others. It could be the way they're sitting, the tone of their voice, or even just their facial expressions. Whatever it is, it allows us to understand each other on a deeper level than words alone can convey. When you experience intuitive understanding with someone, it can create a sense of comfort and safety that allows you to be vulnerable with them. You may find that you're able to share things with this person that you've never shared with anyone else. Number 5, shared energy. Finally, when you meet the right person, you may experience a shared energy that is difficult to explain. This could manifest in a variety of ways, such as feeling a jolt of electricity when you touch, feeling like you're in sync with each other's movements, or even just a sense of calm when you're together. Shared energy is often based on a spiritual or metaphysical connection that we have with others. It's a feeling that we can't quite explain, but we know it's there. When you experience shared energy with someone, it can be a powerful indicator that you're meant to be in each other's lives. You may find that you're drawn to this person in a way that you can't quite explain, and that you feel a sense of peace and contentment when you're together. In conclusion, there are many different types of connections that we can form with people, but some are more unexplainable than others. When you meet the right person, you may experience a variety of these connections, including instant rapport, unexplainable attraction, a shared sense of humor, intuitive understanding, and shared energy. While these connections may be difficult to explain, they can lead to some of the most meaningful and fulfilling relationships of our lives. It's more important to remember that not every connection we have with someone will be unexplainable or profound. Some relationships may be based on shared interests or activities, while others may be more casual or fleeting. However, when we do experience these unexplainable connections, it's important to pay attention to them and nurture them, as they may lead to some of the most important relationships we'll ever have. When we're open to these type of connections, we allow ourselves to be vulnerable and authentic with others. We allow ourselves to be seen and understood in ways that we may not have thought possible. This vulnerability can be scary, but it can also be incredibly rewarding. If you're searching for these type of connections in your life, it's important to remember that they can't be forced. You can't make someone have instant rapport with you, or feel a shared energy that isn't there. However, you can be open and receptive to these type of connections when they do present themselves. It's also important to remember that these type of connections don't necessarily have to be romantic. While some of them may lead to romantic relationships, others may lead to deep and meaningful friendships, professional connections, or even just brief but impactful encounters.